Hello students, today we have to discuss a beautiful poem by William Wordsworth. It is Daffodils. Before starting the poem, we will have a brief look on the history of the poem. The poem was written in 1804. It was written in 1804. First point, it was inspired by an event on 15th April 1802. 15th April 1802, an event took place that inspired William Wordsworth to write this poem. On that date, what happened? Wordsworth and his sister Dorothy came across a long belt of daffodils while traveling in the Lake District of इंग्लैंड. एक खास वाक़ा पेश आया था कि वर्ड्सवर्थ और उसकी बहन डॉर्थी वो घूमने गए थे. तो घूमते घूमते वो एक उस इलाके में पहुंच गए जहां उन्होंने बहुत सारे आबी नरगिस के फूल देखे. ए लॉन्ग बेल्ट ऑफ डेफेडिल्स, डेफेडिल्स का एक बहुत बड़ा बेल्ट देखा वहाँ. While traveling in the Lake District, and they were traveling in the Lake District of England. The poem is representative of romanticism in English literature. जब इंग्लिश लिटरेचर में रोमांटिसिज्म की बात आती है तो ये पोएम नुमाइंदा पोएम की हैसियत रखती है. So first we will have it is reading aloud. I wandered lonely as a cloud that floats on high over vales and hills, when all at once I saw a crowd, a host of golden daffodils. Beside the lake, beneath the trees, fluttering and dancing in the breeze, continuous as stars that shine and twinkle on the Milky Way, they stretched in never-ending line along the margin of a bay. 10,000 saw I at a glance, tossing their heads in sprightly dance. The waves beside them danced, but they outdid the sparkling waves in glee. A poet could not but be gay in such a jocund company. I gazed and gazed, but little thought what wealth the show to me has brought. For oft, when on my couch I lie, in vacant or in pensive mood, they flash upon that inward eye, which is the bliss of solitude, and then my heart with pleasure fills and dances with the daffodils. So now let us start reading it word by word. First stanza 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In one stanza we are having 6 lines in stanza. 6-lined stanza. We are having stanza. Let us see. And it is rhyme scheme. Let us see its rhyme scheme. Cloud, let it be taken as A. Then hills, another sound, let it be taken as B. Then crowd, cloud and crowd, same voice, same sound, it is A again. And hills and daffodils, it is B. Then we are having trees, third sound, it is C. And breeze, it is same sound, it is C. So the rhyme scheme in this poem is, what is the rhyme scheme in this poem? A rhyme scheme in this poem is, we are having rhyme scheme as AB, and then again AB, then C, C. So this is the rhyme scheme. इस तरह हमने यहाँ इसकी राइम स्कीम निकाली. यहाँ एक बंद है 6 लाइन्स का, ये भी हमने निकाला. अब इसके बाद क्या हम देखेंगे, लेट अस सी इट इज स्ट्रक्चर. हमने अभी पोइम पढ़ी. पोइम पढ़ने के बाद हमें इसका स्ट्रक्चर, इसकी जो hayat है वो हमें मालूम पड़ी कि स्ट्रक्चर कैसा है. पढ़ते वक्त हमें कहीं भी ये नहीं लगा कि मुश्किल अल्फाज हैं, बल्कि आसान ही आसान अल्फाज हमें लगे. तो उसका जो फॉर्मेट है 6 सेंटेंस का, आसान भाषा में इसे लिखा है. तो फॉर्मेट और जो उसकी लैंग्वेज है, फॉर्मेट एंड लैंग्वेज, बोथ आर वेरी सिंपल, एक्स्ट्रा सिंपल. दीज आर एक्स्ट्रा सिंपल. तो इसकी फॉर्मेट है, उसका फॉर्मेट भी और लैंग्वेज भी बहुत सिंपल है. वेरी सिंपल in language and format. Then see what is it is meter. We can be having it. It is in iambic iambic tetrameter. Iambic tetrameter. Tetrameter. आज तक हमने आयामिक पेंटामीटर का सुना है, आयामिक टेट्रामीटर का बहुत कम सुना है. चलो देखते हैं इसमें क्या है. ये जो पहला आई है ये अनस्ट्रेस्ड है. फिर हमारे पास है वन, ये यहाँ तक, ये स्ट्रेस्ड है, ये वाला स्ट्रेस्ड है. फिर हमारे पास डर्ड है, ये अनस्ट्रेस्ड है. फिर हमारे पास लोन है, ये स्ट्रेस्ड है. फिर हमारे पास ली है, ये अनस्ट्रेस्ड है. फिर हमारे पास एज है, ये स्ट्रेस्ड है. फिर हमारे पास आ है, ये अनस्ट्रेस्ड है. फिर हमारे पास क्लाउड है, ये स्ट्रेस्ड है. तो हमारे पास आयामिक पेंटीमीटर का ये अनस्ट्रेस्ड स्ट्रेस्ड, ये कितने फीट है, 1 2 3 और 4, 4 times. We are having iambic feet 4 times. It is iambic. This is tetrameter. 4 feet available in this format. We are having first unstressed, then stressed syllable. ये हमारे पास इसकी जो बाहर है, उर्दू में कहते हैं मीटर, कहते हैं अंग्रेजी में. अब पोइम की तरफ बढ़ते हैं. पहले यहाँ ये थोड़ा सफाई करते हैं, यहाँ साफ करते हैं कि जो हमने यहाँ कुछ लिखा, ताकि हम पोएम का अच्छी तरह से फिर मुताला कर सकते हैं. यस, नाउ वी आर बैक. आई wandered lonely as a cloud that floats on high over vales and hills. I wandered. I moved on and on, lonely, all alone, as a cloud, as if I was a cloud. Which cloud? That floats on high. That floats on high means in the sky over vales and hills. But it doesn't flow on waters, it flows on over valleys. Vale means valleys, and hills we know mountains. Valleys and mountains. Here the poet compares himself to a cloud. Which cloud? The cloud that floats, that moves on and on, high, very high, over valleys and hills. When all at once I saw a crowd, a host of golden daffodils. When I was busy doing this, at once means suddenly. Suddenly what happened? Suddenly I saw a crowd. I saw a huge gathering, a host. Yes, it was a huge gathering of golden daffodils, of the daffodils that appeared to be gold. Appeared. Actually, daffodils are yellowish, but to the poet they appeared to be golden. Maybe there could be sunset, rays of sun on them. It could appear golden. Besides the lake, and where had they grown? Besides the lake. They were on the banks of the lake, shore of the lake, beneath the trees, and they were under the trees. Fluttering, here fluttering, they were moving here and there, and dancing, and they were dancing in the breeze, and there was breeze, light breeze was there, and they were dancing. That means when they were fluttering and dancing, it appeared they were making merry. तो हम ये कह सकते हैं कि शायर कहता है कि मैं तन्हा यूं ही घूमता था एक आवारा बादल की तरह जो वादियों और पहाड़ियों के ऊपर से तैरता हुआ गुजरता था। अचानक तब मैंने एक हुजूम देखा। जी हाँ, एक हुजूम था, सुनहरी रंगत वाले डैफोडिल्स का हुजूम। यह डैफोडिल्स झील के किनारे दरख्तों के नीचे फड़फड़ाते रहे थे और हवाओं में नाच रहे थे। Now see, after we are having its meaning, let us see some poetic techniques which have been used in this first stanza. Let us have a look upon all of them. See, in the first line we are having, I wandered lonely as a cloud. The poet has compared himself to a cloud. This poetic technique is called simile. While in two different objects sharing the same quality are compared, यहाँ पोइट ने खुद को तशबीह दी है क्लाउड के साथ। When at all once I saw a crowd, a host of golden daffodils. Here we are having crowd. Usually we have crowds of people. Usually have hosts of people. So crowd is a human thing, a person, a thing that is associated with people. So when we give the same characteristics to daffodils, that means we have used here another poetic technique is that is personification. हमने यहाँ तजसीम कारी की है, डैफोडिल्स को माना कि वो इंसान है, इस तरह उन्हें पेश किया है। तो यहाँ तजसीम कारी की है और यहाँ तशबीह दी। Beside the lake, beneath the trees, fluttering and dancing in the breeze. Here we are again having this dancing. Usually people dance, but here we are seeing that who are dancing, it is the daffodils. Again we are having personification. तो इसमें फिर से तजसीमकारी है, ह्यूमनली कैरेक्टर्स दिए गए हैं इनको। एक बार फिर हम पढ़ते हैं, आई वंडर्ड लोनली एज ए क्लाउड दैट फ्लोट्स ऑन हाई ओवर वेल्स एंड हिल्स व्हेन ऑल एट वंस I saw a crowd, a host of golden daffodils, beside the lake, beneath the trees, fluttering and dancing in the breeze. Here we are having image. This is the daffodil flower over here. We are having in this image. These are daffodils over here, and this is some lake-like structure. There are trees. So we have given here a portrait of these trees, under the trees and beside the lake, and they are so many, they are in crowds. Now moving to the another sentence. Continuous as the stars that shine and twinkle on the Milky Way, they stretched in never-ending line along the margin of a bay. 10,000 saw I at a glance, tossing their heads in sprightly dance. Continuous as the stars that shine, continuous as stars that shine and twinkle on the Milky Way. They were here and there, they were all around. They appeared as the stars that shine. To the poet, the daffodils appeared stars that shine and twinkle. They shine as well as they twinkle on the Milky Way in the skies in the Milky Way. They stretched means daffodils. They stretched in never-ending line. They were here and there. They were in the lines, and it appeared that their line will never end. They were stretched. They are here and there in a long line along the margin of the bay on the shores of this lake. 10,000 saw I at a glance. When, when I saw them 10,000. At a glance, in one single glance, I could saw 10,000. And what were they doing? Tossing their heads. They were striking their heads with one another in sprightly dance, and they were enjoying the dance in the breeze. मुसलसल वो जहाँ तक नज़र थी, हदे नज़र तक थे, जिस तरह तारे चमकते रहते हैं और पलकें झपकते रहते हैं कहकशां पर, ठीक उसी तरह ये डैफोडिल्स भी फैले हुए थे एक न ख़त्म होने वाली कतार में। उस खलीज के साथ साथ 10,000 देखे मैंने एक ही नज़र में, वो सर टकरा टकरा कर मस्ती में नाचते थे। तो इसमें भी हम देखते हैं व्हाट आर द poetic techniques used by the poet. Here again we see in the first lines we see here we are having continuous as stars that shine and twinkle. They were having the same features as the stars in the Milky Way have. So this is again simile. Here now the daffodils have been compared to the stars. daffodils को यहाँ stars के साथ तशबीह दी गई है, वो शाइन भी करते हैं और पलकें भी झपकाते हैं, तो daffodils भी पलकें भी झपकाते हैं, शाइन भी करते हैं। They stretched in never ending line. Never ending line, कभी न ख़त्म होने वाली कतार, यहाँ exaggeration है। Here in this line we are having exaggeration of the things. When we do exaggerate things in poetry, we call that poetic device as hyperbole. Hyperbole. Here we are having hyperbole, जिसे उर्दू में हम कहते हैं मुबालगा। तो सिमली को हम उर्दू में तशबीहा कहते हैं, तशबीहा। Along the margin of the bay 10,000 saw I. मैंने 10,000 देखे। It is possible that there could be more than 10,000, but in a glance you cannot count daffodils, and you cannot then give it into a statement that they were 10,000. But in poetry it is genuine thing. Again the things have been exaggerated. Again it is hyperbole. So again hyperbole poetic technique has been used, tossing their heads in sprightly dance. Here this whole line, tossing, striking their heads, yes, and sprightly dance. Again heads are the features of these humans, and to get sprightly, to get happy is again the feature of humans. So this line again shows the personification. Personification, the characteristics of human beings have been assigned to the daffodils. Now moving to the third stanza. The waves beside them danced, but they outdid the sparkling waves in glee. A poet could not but be gay in such a jocund company. I gazed and gazed, but little thought what wealth the show to me has brought. The waves beside them at the side. There were daffodils, both were dancing वो एक साथ डांस करते थे. But they outdid, but daffodils, here they means daffodils, they outdid, they defeated, outdid means defeated, defeated. They defeated the sparkling waves. The waves were so happy. They looked sparkling. They look. They were emitting light in glee, and both were this dancing happily. The waves were dancing happily. The daffodils were dancing happily. But the dance of daffodils was far better than those of waves, sparkling waves. So they outdid these waves in their dance. A poet could not but be gay. Now, think of the poet who was all alone, who was wandering, who was having no aim, who had just moved out. A poet could not but be gay. Now, when the poet saw the things happening, he had no another option but to feel happy in such a jocund, in such a lively, happy company. When the company of daffodils and company of sparkling waves, he got over there, so he had no other choice than to be happy. I gazed, the poet gazed, he looked continuously and gazed. Here the poet emphasized that I kept gazing, but little thought about but here means about the little thought that just came to his mind. What was the thought? He was thinking of the daffodils, he was thinking of the breeze. What wealth the show to me has brought. I kept thinking while gazing that, see what wealth the show, this sight has brought to me. It had made me wealthy. The poet feels healthy because he has got some wealth, and it is not wealth, material wealth, it is happiness that is ultimate wealth. Here the poet gets blissful, he gets happiness, he gets pleasant moods. So this is done by these daffodils and those waves. तो उनके शाना बशाना यानी डेफोडिल्स के शाना बशाना हवा के झोंके भी खूब नाचते थे, मगर इन चमकते हुए झोंकों को डेफोडिल्स बार बार हराते थे. ऐसे में तन्हा भटकने वाला शायर क्या कर सकता सिवाय इसके कि वो खुश हो जाए ऐसे खुशों भरे माहौल में. Here in this stanza again we are seeing the same pattern, we are seeing the personification. Humanly attributes given to the daffodils. We can again see here we see danced, a word that waves are dancing and words they are dancing in glee. Yes, then we are having again this word, this is personification again, personification. यहाँ फिर तजसीमकारी हुई. तो moving to the next and last stanza. For oft when on my couch I lie in vacant or in pensive mood, they flash upon that inward eye which is the bliss of solitude, and then my heart with pleasure fills and dances with daffodil. For oft, because, for means because, oft means often. When on my couch, जब मैं अपने सोफे पर बैठता, when I lie on my couch, in vacant or in pensive mood, when I have nothing to do, and sometimes when I am having bad moods, and when I lie on my sofa, they flash all of a sudden daffodils, they flash, they come like the flash of the light upon that inward eye, and they enlighten the inward eye thoughts of mine, which is the bliss of solitude, which is the bliss of solitude that has been given to me by solitude, and that extends happiness to me, and it is all it has been conferred upon me by solitude. And then my heart with pleasure fills. Then when I think of that pleasant moment, that pleasant sight, my heart, even if I am in pensive mood, it is my heart is filled with pleasures, with happy moments, and dances with daffodils, and my heart also started dancing with the daffodils which I had seen far this which I have seen when I had visited that lake once. तो क्योंकि अक्सर जब मैं अपने सोफे पर बैठता हूँ फुर्सत के लम्हात में, या फिर जब कभी मूड मेरा ठीक नहीं होता, वो डैफोडिल्स फ़ौरन मेरे मन की आंखों में जलवा अफरोज़ होते हैं और जलवा बिखेरते हैं, जो मुझे अभी अपनी तन्हाई की बदौलत मैसर आई थी। ठीक उसी लम्हा मेरे दिल में खुशियाँ अंगड़ाइयाँ लेना शुरू करते हैं और मेरी दिल की धड़कनें भी उन्हीं डैफोडिल्स के साथ नाच में मशगूल होती है। Here in this last stanza again we see some poetic techniques over here, and that poetic technique is again and again we are having the poetic technique of personification. Because for oft when on my couch I lie in vacant or pensive mood, they flash upon that inward eye, which is the bliss of solitude, and then in my heart with pleasure fills and dances with daffodils. Here the heart has been personified. Here we are having personification. Now we have completed this beautiful poem, and we can now easily understand that the theme, the main point around which this poem revolves, is that its theme is the beauty of nature. So the beauty of nature is the theme of this poem. And one more thing that I want to convey to you students, that is, prior to this name daffodils, it has been named as I wandered lonely as a cloud. But later on scholars thought that this line gives the thinking that the poem is about sadness, but the poem later proved that it was about the bliss of life. It was about the beauty of nature, beauty of flowers and everything. So the name had been changed later on and changed into daffodils. तो इसके साथ ही हमने आज की ये पोएम, इसका मुताला हमने ख़त्म किया। तो मुझे उम्मीद है कि आपको आज की ये पोएम बहुत ही मानीखेज़ लगी हुई होगी और मेरे पढ़ाने का ढंग भी आपको भा गया होगा। And I hope that if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel till now, you will subscribe it right now, and you will share all my videos with your friends and other students, so that they could also take benefit from these lessons. So stay blessed and have a joyful day ahead. Thank you.